I love the way I can make the mercenaries assault, even though I'm not controlling them. I'm going to have to give up this territory and I can end the war. They will accept white peace. Oh my god. That was horrific, guys. So we basically fought for so long that we managed to force them into a white peace. So nobody won, nobody lost. A feud! Who do we side with? The one who is... they're the same. It belongs to Parisia. Oh my god, that was painful. I need a bigger ally. You, I'm sorry, are no longer an ally. You are bigger. You are an... Oh, no, 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 no. I wish I could. Bigtonia. You are nice and big. Can I ally with these guys? They've already got 2 allies. Ah, they're allied with Bigtonia, though. So Bigtonia can move through them. There we go. Good God. Long run, what I want to do is have a couple of big, powerful allies from across the water in Britannia, but... And take that one. And while we're at this... Found colony. Piss off the culture, but get me more people somewhere. See, my culture is spreading nicely, which does really help me, actually, but... yeah. See, they're a smaller defensive alliance. I'm going to build up a bit more before the next one. Galandino. I think the biggest mistake was going to war with something that powerful, to be fair. Was foolish of me. Though, sometimes you got to take a risk. Basically, my aim was to try and capture here and just hold on to it. But they managed to get around me quite a bit, so... we'll see how it goes, though. At some point, I do need to win that war, but it can wait for now. So we're going to push that one next, so these 2 next. We'll try and build up our income. I'm also going to change a law soon, because everything is doing really well. So we're going to get another one of these going to keep increasing my... centralization until we can eventually form ourselves into a government. I'm also not saying I'm the best people. Oh, God. Yeah, Rome is going to be the scary thing in this, because Rome does generally explode. That's why Gaul is more interesting, because you are definitely closer to Rome to start with. I think Northern Iberia and Britannia are probably the safest places. How I decide it. So my rule of thumb on deciding who to give citizenship is the size of their culture and how centralized the culture is. So say as Rome, it's really worth integrating, say, the Sabellian and the Etruscans early on, because you gain great big buffs from them. You gain lots of extra pops. Whereas here, You know, I've got 133 pops, so my second biggest is these guys who, to be honest, it's just not worth integrating them because I'd gain maybe a couple of levies from it. And, I mean, they're relatively centralised, but they're going to disappear very soon. Whereas as I expand and nom up some of these big places, so like these guys might well be worth actually integrating because they'll have quite a lot of pops. That's my rule of thumb anyway. It's basically lots of pops, centralised, is worth integrating because it gives you more income, more legions, which is one of my main worries. I think I want another fortification or two, actually. No, I don't want. I want mercenaries. Hey, Zeus. We managed to peace out that war eventually. It was nearly a very bad thing. It was very nearly a bad war for us. We very nearly lost, basically. Right. Absolute authority gives me more popularity. Or tribesman output. Yes, that's actually quite good for us. Obviously, long run, I want to go down all of them, but some of these ones I've got to have higher centralization than I've already got. I need my manpower to get back up to its max before we do anything else. So it is a bit of chill time. I'm going to save money for multiple mercenary stacks for my next war. I think that's more important than fortifications. For now. Though I do also need to get some more cities out. Because a couple of merc stacks would definitely help in the next war. You... Oh, I'm too powerful to join a defensive league. Ha! Typical. Yeah, they'd still join an alliance with me. I could change my stance to, doesn't really help. We'll see how this goes. But so long as I pay attention on my next war, so long as I choose an easier war, I should be okay. But as I said, at some point I do need to extend that way. It's also very much extending at sensible places. And now I've got lower aggressive expansion. You'll probably see some of these places will start dropping off. Rome is getting scary already. I can't believe Etruria still exists. Oh, the Antigonids crumbled and took over Macedon. Wow, that is a mess. Let's speed 5 it for a little bit. How long until I can? 71. July 71 for another colonial venture, and I'm going to keep doing those colonial ventures because spreads my culture, which is already growing really nicely actually. It's really odd the way it's in some other places around, but I'm not complaining. I also need to let my manpower go up a bit. In fact, that's what I need to do. No, mercs are better for me still. Liberation. I want the money for now. Ooh. No, I don't care about that one. We pretty much have no aggressive expansion now, so I'm ready for another war. I've got plenty of cash, so I can hire a couple of mercenary stacks. So, I think it's these guys I want to go up against next time. I'll go to all of these guys because they've got the less While they're in a defensive league, there's less against me that way. I will call both my vassals in, but I want to... This is less against me. I want to hire some mercs first. There we go. Ooh, we're still messing around with all of my wages and everything. We are going to run a deficit to start with here, but that's, you know, what I'm going to have to cope with. Let's get everybody into place on this corner. I will take some losses over here, and I'm going to slam into here first. Of the tribes over here. Yeah, there's some interesting places to start. I mean, the one I did, which was really interesting, I started as Pandya down there, which was really interesting, taking out all these guys until I ended up just fighting Moria. And then I ended up just fighting Moria. Some bit playing down here is interesting as well, because you can expand, but then you've got big people to play with. Here we go. Right. Let's keep everybody nice and spread out. I can't wait too long, but I want my merc stacks to actually be a bit more built up. That is very good. Right, it's time. Oh, and let us do another colony. Oh, I can't quite yet. 21st. Oh, for God's sake, they've literally just brought somebody else in. Damn them. I'm going to do it. I've got enough troops. I can win this. I'm just going to have to be very, very careful. So we're going to rip through here first, which it will get me Sinonia. Oh yeah, those ones are interesting. They all start as vassals, which makes them a very interesting thing. There is an actual storyline for if you start as words failing me. Athens have a unique storyline, which is really interesting. I want to kick through here, but at the same time, I don't want to kill off all my people straight away. Right. I'm going to pull this mercenary stack down south here to try and defend. The other thing I did, and the reason I'm getting less levies this time, is because I killed off levies. Because if you lose levies, you actually lose population, which means you get less next time. And lowers your overall income, which ain't great. I will take the popularity gain. slow and steady here. I don't want to be too aggressive early. These guys are getting here quite quickly, which is good. I'm going to beat them solidly. Theirs going to fall relatively quickly. Then we'll probably move on to this province. Or I may even just bring everybody down here for the time being to try and siege out here. To get all of that territory, because that is part of my mission goal at the moment. Interesting. Let's go hit them. It's 50-50. No, we should win that now. They're doing well up there. I am running very low on money, so my mercs are about to go rogue. But they've done their jobs nicely. Straight out against here. I'm going to reduce that down by 1. Oh, you get money for... Ah, you get money for destroying buildings now. I hadn't realised that. Yeah, that's the problem with tribes. And being this small, one little mistake can kill you, which I nearly found out in my last battle. Yeah, my mercenaries are starving a bit. Right, gonna pull all of these guys down into here. This should now start ticking my way. Let's try and siege there out quickly and murder my mercs. Ooh, they are massing now. There we go. Let's throw everything into this. We're going to have a nice big battle here, guys. Come on, get that 11k stack in. Ooh, that was close. I want the money at the moment. I don't need the stability. Right, I want to push up into there. Because now I've got their forts to assist, to help me out a bit here, almost. Oh god, I'm definitely going to watch... Oh, you can say actual names of things. I'm definitely going to watch Godzilla vs. Kong. It's going to be an interesting film. It's not going to be the most amazing film in the world. It'll just be good fun. This time, things are going a little bit better. I'm resisting the urge. I'm failing to resist the urge. I'm terrible at resisting the urge to assault places, especially when they're behind my lines like that. I just need to reclaim this, then we're in a really, really solid position. Plus, murdering my mercs puts my income positive. I mean, it's not out yet, is it? God damn, Arvenia. Arvenia are definitely our rival on a grand scale. Right, taking their out will be good because I'll be able to knock them straight out of the war, actually. The nice thing is the mercs have their own replenishment. They don't use my manpower, which is quite nice. I need to replenish food a bit before we go on expedition, go out into their territory again. As Pictonia are quite powerful, which is are bigger comparatively, which is why I brought them in. I may have to drop these guys soon as well, especially as, let's be honest, they need to be nommed up at some point. Yeah, this is where I'm getting a bit more powerful for me, so I need to be a little careful now, but I think I've got this. Certainly if I take here, I've got this. I'm going to try and blitz through here to knock these guys out of the war quickly. This is foolish, I know, but... foolish and risky, but if I can knock these guys out, I'm in a really good... it really does help the rest of the war. Oh, and while we're remembering things... lots more people of my culture. Second I own all of these guys' territory, they will be out. Oh, god damn that bloody unit sneaking around behind me. Huh. You can usually sue for peace at that point. It's because they've taken some territory over there. A little concerned about their being recapped. Oh, they're marching on. Interesting choice. Yoink! Put them to the goddamn sword. However, that has screwed up my war score a bit, but it has reduced the strength of the enemy. Let's scare them off there, because that is my war goal. So long as I can keep them scared from there, we're in a good position. This should be ticking in my way. I'm a bit confused as to why it's not. I don't like that big stack there, if I'm honest. I have a tech! Civic advances, martial advances, army weight modifier, nope. Oratory, aggressive expansion, reduction. Or religious, which gives me the cultural one. So actually I'm going straight into the religious for the cultural buffs early on. God damn it, I should have just taken both on. And why is this not ticking in my direction? I'm a bit confused by that. Yeah, we've got plenty to spend. Right, let's push for and get there, because for some reason there isn't capped, and I suspect capping there will start pushing things in my direction. It's not capped because of a fortress there. It seems a bit odd when it does, the way it does and doesn't. The way it decides when to and not to. There we go. That'll do. Oh, they still won't accept peace, though. Yet. It will be ticking my way now, though. My army is growing, though I am beginning to run a negative again. Whew, they do have a big stack around somewhere, and I want to pay close attention to that. There used to be a button which was allow attachments, and I don't seem to have it anymore. Ah, I'm blind. I actually like people attaching themselves to my armies, so, you know. While I'm here, I'm going to smash into there. Smash and grab at their capital. If I can siege it out and capture it quickly and take some of their territory to weaken them, all the better. This is definitely a silly move. I keep saying this, but... if I can keep this war going for a little bit longer, I'm actually quite happy. But the second they come at me in any sort of force, I am just piecing out. Faith of Sisilus. I will spend the money for the stability, and then I am going to actually lower my stability a bit by doing this. Keep my centralization going up. Godzilla is cool. It's going to be interesting to see how they've balanced them in Godzilla versus Kong, because technically Godzilla should win, but obviously Kong is going to be much bigger, because Kong was a baby in Kong, I believe. Ooh. No, I'm ending this. Bump. There we go. Put them to the sword. Into Celticia. Disband all levies and get rid of my merc stacks. No, that's much more than I'll gain from that. There we go. Incompetent storage, god damn it. I can afford to lose the money. We've got decent income. That's good. We are growing nicely. As I said, Aravenia are definitely our biggest threat. So, we're getting there. Here I need. This is going to be the horrific war. They're allied with them. Yeah. This war is going to be horrible, so I'm going to have to do some other expansion first. I'm sorry, my old friends. So we're going to try and expand down the coast this way. Let's have a look at my cultures. So these guys have 73 pops and are relatively consolidated, and will probably double my legions quite a bit. And there's going to be lots of territories I'm going to be getting, which will also include them. So I am going to integrate these guys. Up to citizen only, not noble. There we go. Mostly for the extra legions, but it's a good, solid cultural base there. So that will be of benefit to me. How are we doing? We still have colonial ventures until 19th of February 76. It is. CK3 is getting a Northern Lords update. The little green one above Arvenia. Oh, these guys next. I do have claim on them. However, they are... I think they're allied with Arvenia. Oh, they're not. Oh, yes, actually. They are in a defensive league. Yes. Ah, no, they're in a defensive league with Pictonia, so I can't. Because Pictonia are my allies. Slowly getting there. What's funny is I've expanded down here so much, but my capital is still relatively unstable, relatively dangerous. God, that rebellion has been going on for so long. Ooh. It's here I need to take next. I wish I could just buy it off them. But, you know, so it's a Scandinavian update. So I might have a look at Crusader Kings 3 on the night that comes out. I don't know, Anderson. I've just seen it. I've not had a chance to look at it today because I've been doing stuff all day today. So, you know. I'm keeping a close eye on this because Arvenia is ripped out of this. Oh, Remia's... Yeah, if Remia is ripped out on it, it may be the time to go. But basically, I just need to bide my time. With some of these guys. Pick the wars I can when I can at the moment to expand and keep my centralization. I think I need to get it to 100%. Investigate tribal reforms. That's what we do. And when we do that, we can choose to... See, that would be the opposite. We're going back to migratory, but no. Codify state lands? What does that do? The division of land made muddied. Key must be ceded to a chief. Stars of war. Find a nation to conquer. I'll take the stability buff. The key plots must be coded, ceded to a chief. What does that do? Just gain civilization. Investigate tribal reform is the one where we choose to become a monarchy or not. And it gives us a mission tree where we can choose to become a monarchy. So I've got most of the territory I need already. But obviously I'm going to have to fight Arvenia a couple of times. As time goes on. These guys as well. Who are not too... Oh no, they're allied with Arvenia. So Arvenia is going to be our big war, guys, when that happens. which is going to be a way off, but we'll see. Well, it's not necessarily going to be a way off. I've got to do it at some point. At the moment, it's all about having enough income to be able to hire mercs for these wars, because they seem to be winning us our wars. Wow. Can you go and burn this bit of territory down so I can settle it, please, you silly rebels? The rebels are winning there massively. Why can I do them from there? Sorry, I do realise I moved some of the wrong people. Dominant culture is not an integrated culture. Okay. Integrated culture happiness, because we're integrating another culture at the moment. I can't be bothered messing around with that. I'll get to settle them in the future when things do convert over, but yep, someone can go in the granary. Spreading our culture nicely. Reducing. Oh, the reducing aggressive expansion is always happening. I am a numpty. Take the manpower recovery speed buff. Ooh, this guy has no holy side, so I could give him one. I need to go to war with these guys, but it's yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this little war soon, which will just I'll nom up all this territory in it. They are heading to be integrated. It's just speed 5 for a little bit. CK3 isn't trash. CK3 is just new. And it's really, really good. And it's really, really playable. I think a big part of the people who are calling CK3 nasty things are also the people who... who don't... There's a lot of people who don't like the new Paradox games because they've got a lot of easy access, a lot of quality of life changes to them to just make them easier to play. And they don't like that, which is crappy, to be fair. But that's the way some people are. They like the old ones because they were harder to play. Sounds daft, but that's where some people seem to sit. They don't like the quality. They don't like games which are easy to play because it makes them. They think it makes them less, which is weird. Red-handed, have him. No, I don't want to lose the money. Oh, I lose the money either way. God damn it. That's about to finish. How is this cultural integration going? I want that finished before I do anything else. And I'll start building a claim on here. Ooh, I can do another law change. So I'm going to save up that other law change, actually. Because these law changes all start rolling on top of each other nicely. So sedentary bureaucracy also increases promotion speed, which is nice. And then obviously the birth of rights of birth and rights of man, which both do the same, but they are not really the same. So that's going to be the next one, which will really help push us up. So we're already going really nicely. And this centralization also helps speed up my research. They are integrated. Which should give me more troops. Oh, it didn't really. Well, I say that. That's still quite a nice amount of troops. Here we go. So we're going to move 2 up there, 2 down here with a mercenary stack. And I can afford 1 mercenary stack quite nicely, actually. Oh, no, I can't.